Hello class, my name is Priscilla Rodriguez and my major is sociology. For my research, I wanted to know if there is a relationship between money and happiness. So this presentation is about an examination of the association between money and happiness. In 2008, a group of researchers studied the relationship between money and happiness. More specifically, they studied the relationship between spending choices and happiness. And they found out that people who spent money on others showed more satisfaction and more happiness than those who were spending money only on themselves. On the other hand, Sandra C. Martz and other researchers argue that money makes people happy only when spending fits the personality of the person. They mentioned that spending money on someone else does not make everyone happy because not everyone's values emphasize the concern for others. Their studies show that people who spend money on things that fit their personality show more satisfaction than those who spend money only on needs and services. And lastly, in 2010, a study showed that wealthier individuals show lower saving ability, and it also showed that having more money makes people less likely to enjoy the small delights of daily living. So, for what I've experienced throughout my life, I do think that money can make people happy. I don't think it's the only thing that can make people happy, but I do think it's a source of happiness. So, I hypothesize that money makes people happy, and what I want to test is if having more money would make people more happy. And there is a positive relationship in the between the variables in this hypothesis. The more money a person has, which is the independent variable, the more happiness this person will experience, which is the dependent variable. So I administered a survey in which 4 of my classmates participated, and the results of the survey show that money does make people happy, but it is not their main source of happiness. The results also show that at a certain point, like at a certain amount of money, will no longer make people happy. And the results of the interview were completely different. I interviewed a psychology student from the University of Texas at El Paso, and according to her responses, money does not equal happiness. She mentioned that when she was growing up, her parents did not have much money to offer her, but she grew up being very happy, and she doesn't think that she needs money to be happy. That's what she mentioned. So the main limitation that I had to test the hypothesis was time. I did not have enough time to test the hypothesis, and I would like to have done an experiment to test it. I also did not have enough time to be reviewing everything that I was doing. And I also think that my classmates do not represent a big population. And most of us in this class are from the College of Liberal Arts. I think I could have asked people from different colleges. So for future research, I think data should be collected from many students. If, let's say, 300 students from all the colleges, not only liberal arts, but science and business, and all the colleges from the university. And also, I think to test the hypothesis, an experiment would be a better way to test it. The experiment that I had planned for one of the assignments is that I would randomly gather a group of people and divide it into two groups, the control group and the experimental group. And each week I would ask from both groups, I would give them a set of questions about how happy they were feeling that week, but I would also be giving money each week to the experimental group. The first week I would give them $10, the second week I might give them 20, the third week I might give them $50, and I would see if each week they would be happier because they are receiving more money. And I would compare the results from both of the groups. I think it's a good experiment to test this hypothesis. And I think that's it from me. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy the rest of the summer.